So, good morning all. No, nothing needed except a mat, and if you've got head pillows, that's all we need today, and yourself. So, thinking about your posture, stretching up nice and tall through the back of the head, knees a little bit relaxed, have a little draw in through that tummy, drop back down again, so we're doing our little pelvic tilting, feeling how much movement we've got. I'm just going to let the YouTubers see my legs a bit as well. There we go. And then find that mid position. From there, let's reach up towards the ceiling, have a little stretch up. Hopefully everybody's shoulders have recovered from last week. Up we go. 3, 2, 1. Big circle round. Let's go swimming. Back to more normal things. Round we go. Out we go. Last one. Up we come, round we come, drawing in through the middle. Drop those shoulder blades down. Keep them in contact with your rib cage as you turn out for that dumbwaiter. And back. Feel yourself stretch up tall through the back of your spine. Head's being stretched towards the ceiling. With the next one, let's go nice and wide. Reaching out, stretching out to fingertips and back in. And again, reaching out. And back. 2 to go. Out we go. Coming back in. With this one. Out we go. Over we go from mermaid stretch. Big stretch over. And back. Through the middle. Out we go. Over we go. And back. Through the middle. And out. And over. Last one coming up. Ooh, let me just let Sam in. Oh, I've not got a long enough arm. I think we were there. Come back into the middle. Have a little shake down. Let's go wide. Feet are turned out, drawing in through our tummy. And we're going to sink down. Knees are out. Coming back up. And again. Turning the knees out. Coming back up. 2 more. Last one there, holding it there. Little bounces. I've got a new way of doing this one as well. Drawing in through the tummy. 3, 2, 1. Stretch up. Walk wider. Lower back down and bounce. So instead of going down, 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 we just go wider. Keep going for 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Wider. This is why I wish I hadn't gone so wide in the first place. And down we go. Drawing in through your tummy, squeezing through that bottom. 3, 2, 1. Stretch yourself up. Come back into the middle. We're going to do a little bit more wide work in a moment. 3, 2, 1. But let's do some standing stuff first. So drawing up nice and tall. We're going to do our little clamming standing. So think nice and tall, clamming standing. One more like that. Good. And then keeping on that same leg, a little bend, and we're going to stretch out for scooter. Reaching back, coming in. Reaching back, coming in. Now we're going to clam and scoot. Clam and scoot. Clam and scoot. Last one on this leg. And scoot. Coming back to the other side. So stand up nice and tall to start with, and then onto the toes of that second leg. Out we turn for our clam. Let's do 3 of those to start with. Working through the back of that bottom. And again, clamming out. With the next one, we scoot actually. We don't clam at all. We just scoot to start with. Scooting back, stretching back, coming back in. Another 2 like that. Last one, really feeling that bottom work. And then we combine. Clam, in and scoot. Clam, in and scoot. Keep going, keep that balance. Have a little wobble there myself. Last one, clam, in and scoot. And then step yourself wide, not too wide. And let's go down for our stretch out again for our wide squats. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding it there. And we're going to lift one heel up, lift the other heel up. Pop the first down, second down. So it's a lift, lift, lower, lower. Lift, lift, lower, lower. Keeping nice and still in the middle. Keep going. Lift, lift, lower, lower. Last one. Lift, lift, lower, lower, and come back in. So just a bit of a variation on some balance work there. Big high knees, toy soldier arms. For 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, stretching up. Deep breath in, breath out. Let's go into our little dolphin dive. So curling up, bending the knees, and then reach back out and come back up. So it's our little half roll down. Stretching out, coming back up. So we get a little sneaky hamstring stretch if we stretch that bottom up as well. 2 to go. Coming back up. Last one. When you're down at the bottom, pop the arms down, stretch the legs up high. Big stretch and come all the way back up, bit by bit by bit by bit. Opening out through those shoulders. Breath in, breath out. Drop the chin. Have our roll down. A little relax through the knees if you need to. Stretch down to the floor, weight on the front. Hips up to the ceiling, and then slowly, slowly back up. Opening out. And last one, here we go. Last time we're going down, chin on chest. Sliding down. Big stretch. Deep breath in. Breath out. Stretch a little bit more, and then let's go down onto the mats to start the mat work bit. Nothing too complicated today, except some different shoulder bridges. See if you can find me. So, once you've got yourself all in position, computer's where you can see me, feet and knees hip width apart, opening wide across the chest. Have a nice deep breath in and just sink down those rib cages into the mats, flattening out through the lower back by pulling in through your tummy as well. And then relax and reach back up the other way. Breath in, and as you breathe out, pull down flat through the ribs, drawing in through your tummy. Lengthening the arms down towards your hips. And then find that mid position. We're going to hold that centered position, so the fingertips, if they're on top of your bony bits at the front of your pelvis, would stay nice and still. And we're going to do a simple little scissors to start with. Lifting up and pulling down. So think about where that thigh bone attaches into your pelvis at the hip joint. Pulling in and lifting up. Stay nice and still. Try not to rock and roll through the body as you're doing this. Gentle step up, step down. With the next one, we're going to a single tabletop. Hold it there. Drawing in through your tummy. Bring that second leg up into a double tabletop. If you're not happy with your doubles, go into a single. And we're going to scissor from here. So we're going to tap down, come back up, down and up. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Try not to arch through that back as you go down. Lower down one by one. Breathe. And we're going to go there again, but we're going to speed up the movement. So we're going up a level really. We're going to our single tabletop, draw in, double tabletop, and we're going to go quicker. So we tap down and then we switch round. So it's like a little run. So as you bring one up, you lower the other one. tapping down. You can go closer to your bottom if you're not comfortable in your double tabletop. If you want that real workout, keep the legs nice and 90 degrees at the knee. We're going to go for another 4, 3, drawing through that tummy, 2, 1, and then lower down one by one, and relax. Float those arms up into the air. Let's have a nice big stretch out. Reach one leg out, both arms go back into our double leg stretch. Breath in, breath out, slide back up. Changing leg. Reaching away, fingertips to toe. Coming back in. Keep going for another 4. And back. This is our recovery from that tabletop. 3. Center through the middle. 2. Good. Last one. Reaching away, fingertips to toes. Bring the leg back, pop the hands behind your head. We're into our abdo prep part of the class. So breath in as we prepare, breath out, we come on up. Flat through the lower back. So our normal abdo prep to start with. Elbows are nice and wide. We're using that out breath to help us lift up. Rib cage being drawn down towards the pelvis. Working through that lower tummy. Keep going for another 2. And down. Last one like that. Breathe in, breathe out, and we come on up. With the next one, we're going to add some arms, similar to what we did last week. So as we come up, we're then going to pop one arm down towards our hip, palm down, palm up, come back up behind your head, and lower down. So we're just getting a longer hold. Drawing up, palm down, palm up, hand behind head, and lower back down. Up we come, drawing in, palm down, palm up, behind head, and lower down. Keep going, we've got 3 to go. Palm down, palm up, behind our head. Last 2. Make sure you're not working too much through the neck. It's the tummy lifting us up and holding us there. Palm down, up, behind head. Last one coming up. Breath in, breath out as we come up. Palm down, palm up, behind head, lower back down. Stretch one leg out, stretch the other leg out. Stretch both arms out, have a really big long stretch. At that point, have a breath in, breath out, flatten out through the ribs. And again, breath in, breath out. Before we slide the legs back in, and we're going to go into our oblique prep. So one hand behind the head, one hand goes down by our side, and we're going to come up and over. Reach and back down. Keep to the same side. Over we go. So unlike last week where we were doing the side bend, we're actually going on that diagonal from the shoulder across to the other hand that's down by our hip. And back down. Keep going. Two more on that side. Drawing in, reaching over. Coming back down. Last one. Coming back down. Rest there for a moment as you change your hand round. Check your position. Feet and knees in line. Centered through the middle. Breath in and up we come, keeping that tummy flat. Over to the other side. Otherwise we end up looking like bananas. Up we come and across. And back. A nice click in the back then. That's very early in the morning for that one. Up and across. Keep going. Driving on that diagonal. Back we come. Last one. Up we come and across. Come back down. Have a little rest there. Bring the feet and knees together. Take the arms out to the side. Let's have a nice little hip twist stretch and a bit of a relax before we go into our shoulder bridges. So reach those knees right across. Push the hips over. Head can go the other way. And then we go back onto the other side. Stretching right over. Coming back. Over we go. Feeling that stretch across the front, top of your chest as well. Last one. Big old stretch across. And then come back to the middle. Feet and knees hip width apart. Arms are down by your sides. You can lose your head pillow if you want to because we're shoulder bridging. So let's do some normal shoulder bridges to start with. So really think about drawing in through your tummy and then really slowly peeling off bit by bit by bit. So your tailbone is leading that lift up. We're in a nice straight line from the knees through the hips to the shoulders. And we're wide across the top of the shoulders. And then we drop back down bit by bit by bit again. There's often a stiff bit around about that lower back that ends up going down in a big solid lump. That's all right, everybody's going to be stiff in certain areas, but we're aiming to pick ourselves up bit by bit. Lift back up, wide across the chest. Feet are flat, big toes are in contact with the floor. And we roll back down. Let's add one of our variations in that we're going to do today then. So if we come into a single tabletop, we did a bit of this last week. Drawing in through our tummy, we're going to pick up into our bridge with a single tabletop. You'll feel your hamstrings a little bit more. And then roll back down, keeping that single tabletop. You can bring that other foot in slightly if you need to. Drawing in through the tummy, push up. The bottom comes into effect a little bit as well. And single tabletop, drawing in through your tummy. Peel yourself up. Straight line, knee, hip, shoulder still. Working through that supporting bottom. And lower back down. Keep going with that other leg for a second on that side. Lifting up, squeezing up. And lowering back down. Okay, first variation then. Same position. We're going to go into our shoulder bridge. And at the top there, then we're going to tap down on the floor and lift back up. Tap on the floor, so it's like our scissors, but just one leg. One more tap. Keeping that single shoulder bridge and lower back down. Okay. You can always go back to a normal shoulder bridge as a bit of a break if it gets too much. If you're okay and you're going with me, we're changing leg, drawing in through our tummy, squeezing and lifting up. Working that bottom hard and tap down for 4, 3, keep the bridge up, 2, last one, up we come, and then gently, gently lower back down and lower the leg down. Okay, once more like that on each leg, drawing in, single tabletop and lift up, and tap down for 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Woo. Last one, single tabletop with the other leg, drawing up through your tummy, lift up into that bridge and tap down. for 4, 3, 2, 1. Single tabletop again and lower back down. Rest yourself back down there. Good stuff, folks. Let's just have a little hamstring stretch. I haven't got my stretcher out. Ooh, where is it? There we go. So, strap round the foot, have a little stretch up towards the ceiling. We might have another little shoulder bridge in a minute, but I think those hamstrings deserve a little bit of a stretch to start with. Heel up towards the ceiling, toe down. Feeling that length along the back of the leg. Have a nice relax there. Deep breath in. Breath out. Stretch a little bit more. And then relax that leg down. Let's try on the other side. So knee up towards chest. Give it a little cuddle in. Push that leg away. Toes down. Heels away. Feeling that length. You can slide the other leg if you want to. Big old stretch. Holding there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently bring that leg down. And we're going to do one final set of shoulder bridges before we go over and do some clam work and things like that. So from our normal starting position, we're going to pop one foot over the other knee as if we were going to do our glute stretch. From there, drawing in through our tummy, we're going to go into our shoulder bridge. Now, it doesn't matter if your knee's pointing up towards the ceiling, because in that position there, just try and stretch the knee out a little bit more and back to the middle. Stretch it out a little bit more and back to the middle. One more stretch. We're still working in that shoulder bridge and lower back down. That's a bit of a strange one, isn't it? Let's change over. So foot crosses over the other knee. Doesn't matter where the knee is, it might be pointing straight up, it might be dropping out to the side. Drawing in through your tummy, stretch up towards the ceiling. Nice straight bridge with that other leg. And then push that knee down towards the floor and up. Down towards the floor, opening the hip out and back up. Last one. Back up and lower back down. Just a bit of a strange, weird one, but it's something different. Feet and knees together, arms out to the side. Let's go over into our spine twist or hip twist, and then we're going to go over onto our side to do some clam work. So reaching across, but there's so many different variations of that shoulder bridge. We're going to be doing some slightly different ones on that theme for the rest of the week, because I love a shoulder bridge. Coming across, and then we're going to go once more each side, loosening off. If you want to stretch that top leg over at the same time, give yourself a little bit of an extra stretch, that's fine. Last one, over we go. Reach out with that knee, stretch away, and then let's reposition ourselves onto our side. Use whichever pillow you want. So if you're using your single pillow, your little pillow, have it underneath with your arm underneath. Or if you're using your bigger pillow, have your arms in front. But we're stacking up into a clam position to start with. Shoulders, hips, and feet are all in a straight line. Imagine they're against the wall with the knees slightly in front. Drawing in through the tummy so you're getting that lift underneath the waist. Let's just do a few normal clams. We're going to do them fairly quick. So squeezing out, going back in, squeezing out, going back in. 2 more, up and down, up and down. Okay, here's the first of our new clams. We're going to bring the leg in front, okay, and then you're going to clam up, bring the leg back, and clam it back down to the floor. So it's a bit of a strange arc. It does get a little bit of hip work going on and a little bit of spine work going on. But we're trying to keep as still as we can in the spine, just taking it to the hip. They called this one on our course the wave. because we're going that little bit extra movement. Squeeze it open, going back down. 2 to go, stretching out, coming back down. Last one, opening out, come back down, and then pop it back onto the top of that other leg. Good stuff. Bring the feet up into the air into our level 2. Tight through your tummy, normal level 2. Squeezing open, lowering back down. Try not to make sure you're not rolling backwards. 2 to go. Drawing in through your tummy, and then we're going to hold this one open, and then we're going to bring the leg forward, and we're going to draw a little circle. So we're doing our hip circles with a bent knee, going round, up, and back. 2 to go. Scoring it out through that hip, that other leg's still up, and then can we reverse it? So we go down and up. But we're doing it with our bent leg. Keep going for another 3. So it's that knee drawing the circle. 2. Last one. Coming back to find that underneath foot. Closing that clam. Lowering the legs down. And then stretching them out into a big long line. Let's have a little torpedo. Reaching over. Coming back. And again. Reaching over. Nice straight line. Coming back. Last one. Big reach over. Coming back. Let's take that up into our mermaid stretch as well now. So top leg goes behind, underneath leg in front, supported on that side, on your hand at the side. Stretching up, and then we go down onto our elbow and reach over. And think about lengthening by pushing that hip down as well. Big old stretch. Come back up, and if you can reverse it, always a tricky one. And then back down. That supporting arms at the back of your mat as you bring that other arm round to get a nice spine twist sort of stretch. And let's thread the needle, up we come. And underneath that arm. And up we go. And underneath. Last one. Opening out that chest. Pulling it down and through. So think about the chest moving around. And there we are. Grab your pillow. Take it down the other end. Let's do all that on the other side. So support that neck nicely. Stacking up. Shoulders, hips, knees, feet. Length through that neck. So just get that perfect position to start with. Then drawing through the tummy, pulling up through the pelvic floor, getting that lift under the waist. Normal clamp to start with. So up and down. We're doing it quite quick, remember. Up and down, but we're keeping that waist up. Up and down. Keep going for another 4. Down. 3. Squeeze it through the back of the bottom. 2. Last one. Up we come. And down we go. Have a little rest there, and then bring that top leg across in front. And we're doing that strange wave one. Opening out. And drawing back, forward and down. Back and open. Forward and down. And again. Keep going. So it's a bigger arc of movement we're doing. So similar, I suppose, in our way to our level 3, where we hook it behind the knee, without the hook behind the knee. Last two, squeeze it through the back of that bottom. Last one, up we come, squeeze, and then lower that leg back down onto the other leg. Have a little relax, check your position before we bring those knees, those feet up into level two. Let's do our normal level twos to start with. Opening out, lowering back down, doing them nice and quickly today. Up and out, because they're getting their static hold in a moment. Up and down. 3 to go. 2. Keep that waist working. Last one, coming up, leave that leg there and then circle. Using that knee to draw your circle. Up we come, out we come, round we come. 2 more that way. Last one. Really feel it in the back of that bottom and then reverse. Opening out, closing down. Gently forward, gently back as well. It's a funny sort of little movement. Last 2. Last one. Bring that foot back onto the other foot. Close that clam. Lower those legs. Give them a nice big stretch out. Lengthening away. Just see the tops of your toes. And then let's do a great big side stretch with our torpedo. Down we come. And again. Reaching over and back. Keep going for another 2. Somebody's left the Zoom and needs to come back in. Participants, admit. We've lost Leslie. Last one. Come back down and then let's come up into our mermaid. So up nice and tall. Supported on that back hand, that top arm. Over it goes. As you do that, control that slide down. Reaching across, push the hip down into the floor. So I'm going over to my left and my right hip, I'm pushing down towards the floor. Come back up. Use those side muscles to help you back up. Reach up and reverse if you can. You might need a sneaky hold on your leg to do that. Down we go. Slide down again on towards the back of the mat, reaching over and come round to the front. Have that nice stretch there. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Enjoy that stretch to start with. And then let's thread the needle. Opening out. And drawing through. Opening out, so we're getting a nice little twist going in. Coming back and through. Last one, up we come. Down and through. And then let's roll over onto our tummies for our last little bit. So we're going to finish off with some breaststroke prep. So we're having our forehead on the pillow. We're going to do our level 1 again. So our arms are down by our sides, our legs are relaxed, doing nothing. And we're going to slowly reach out and down with our shoulders so that we're getting width across the collarbones. Hands just raise up and lower back down. So we're not lifting that upper body yet. It's just the shoulder blades rolling around the back of the rib cage and back down. We're working those good guy muscles at the back, stretching a little bit of those front guys and down. With the next one, if you can and if you want to, draw them back and down, float the head up a little way and lower back down. We don't want to be arching through the lower back too much, so it's only a little tiny lift. Most of your chest is still, or the lower part of your rib cage is definitely down on the mat. Just those top sort of 3 or 4 ribs perhaps that are lifting up. And we're trying to draw in through our tummy to start. Up we come. Lowering back down. Let's bring our arms to our sides. We're going to do the same thing, but this time in our level 2 position, prep position. So glide those shoulders down, gently lift the head up, but the arms are still in contact with the floor. So my forearms are resting down on the mat, on the side of the mat. Lifting up. Make sure you're not too tucked in. You want to have sort of 90 degrees or just under at the shoulders and 90 degrees at the elbows. You want to be as flat as you can to start with. Gently lifting up. Drawing in gently through your tummy to try and keep that lower back nice and straight. Peel up through the top part of your body. Down we come. Last one coming up. Keep chin tucked in. We're staring at the same bit of mat. Lower back down. Pop your hands next to your chest. Push yourself up. Have a little stretch back the other way. Head down, tail down, and really stretch out. Coming into that 4 points that you can do your cat stretch. Lifting up. Lowering back down. Head up, tail up. Tail down, stretch up again. Lowering back down. And then let's just do, before we forget it, let's do a stretch for our bottom. We're going to do all pigeon today though. So if you slide one leg out backwards, tuck the other leg in underneath, and then go back down. If you can't get your knee bent underneath you, if it's too uncomfortable, then keep your knee flat a little bit and just roll over the tad. Holding that stretch there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Let's change over to the other side. Stretching out, and it makes it easier on your knee if you have your knee not so much tucked in underneath you, so more at 90 degrees that other leg, if that makes any sense at all. 3, 2, 1, and then gently let's come up into standing. Oops, let's find our zoomers. Oh, I bet I've made that all wrong and nobody can see my head. Okay, have a little shake out, check you're okay. So I've refound the love of my pigeon stretch now. I've fiddled around with it and found a real love for it, so we might get a few more of those this week. Have a deep breath in. I still love my upper body stretch though, so let's go down for that. Let the arms dangle in front, shoulders in front, link the fingers and stretch away. Really reaching away. Coming back up bit by bit by bit by bit. Up towards the ceiling, big circle round. As if you're scratching the sides of the walls all the way down. And relax. And again, let's go down again. Head and shoulders only, a little bend of the knees. Link the fingers, stretch away. Up we come. And stretch out and wide. And then floaty arms up. Okay, reaching around for your spine twist, arm openings even. Back. So with this one, still make sure it's that chest that goes. coming back into the middle. So turn yourself around, stretch out with both arms, trying to get that extra twist. Last one. Coming back to the middle. Keep those arms there. Split the arms. Circle the arms. Just getting us ready. We've got 2 weeks to Christmas. I can sense some windmills coming. Okay, just to get the arms. Round we go. Up to the middle and then change. Oh, that makes us all think. Me included. Ooh, round we go. Last one. And then change. No, don't. Have a little walk out. Big high knees, shake the arms. 3, 2, 1. Let's go wide. Feet turned out, drawing in through your tummy, sinking down. Turn those knees out for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Coming out, reach across. And then circle over. Round to the other side, stretching across. Circle over. Come back up. Let's go down again. Knees are turned out. We're working through that bottom again. And again, coming back up. Last one. From there, front corner, up to the back corner. Circle round, round to the other corner, up to the other corner. Circle round, into the middle. Have that big stretch up. And then open out those arms. Let's go down for our saw. So twist round, down towards that other ankle. Stretching out there and then come back to the middle. Okay, arms out nice and wide. Twist through the body, go down the other side. Squeeze and come back up to the middle. Have a little march out. Shake those arms, check they're still working. Let's do our calf stretch because we can't miss out on that. 1 foot forward, check the other one goes toes down, heels in a straight line. And we lunge forward. I got caught with my foot in the wrong position as I was stretching out in the kitchen yesterday. Told off by the podiatrist in the house. There you go. Lean onto that front leg. Stretch through that back calf. Hold there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Let's change over. So with that back leg, make sure you place the toes down, the heel goes down in line. And then it gets a little bit more through that Achilles as you stretch forwards. Gently lifting up through the chest as well now. Weights on that front leg. Holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back into the middle. Have a little shake out. Have a stretch up towards the ceiling. Deep breath in. Breath out. Hands on head. Breath in. Breath out. Chin on chest. Rolling down. Let the arms dangle. Reach down to the floor. Hips to the ceiling. Big old stretch. And slowly come back up again. Bit by bit by bit by bit by bit. Opening out, drawing in. Let's do that again. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Chin on chest, down we go. Let the arms dangle. Stretch forwards, down onto the floor. Hips to the ceiling. Tuck yourself in nice and tight now. As you come back up. Restacking yourself, drawing in through your tummy, lifting up through that chest. From there, knees are relaxed. Take a deep breath in. All the way up to the ceiling. And back down again. And again, deep breath in. And a breath out. Well done, folks. Hope you like that one. A little bit more different shoulder bridges on Wednesday and again on Friday. See you soon. No problem, folks.